Hi everybody, happy Monday, first day of the week, and it's been a long one for us. I don't know what it's been like for you, but we've had a very long day down here. Did you have a good weekend? Did you get to see any shows? I know I saw some of you went to a few different gigs over the weekend. I saw some photos, so let us know where you've been. We've got Natalie Pearson joining us tonight, but before we do, I want to thank Ricky for messaging me earlier today and to let you know that Ricky has got a show. He's doing the Gippsland FM, the Country Crew, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. till 11, and he's having an Australian hour. So if you're free and you can get in, join him and watch him, because he's reached out and it's great to support Australian music. This week we've got quite a few shows. I've already got the ads up for a few of them, so check out the page when you're finished and have a look, because we'll be back Wednesday night and Thursday night. At this stage, there might be another one later in the week as well. We might welcome Natalie into the room. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Thank you. Good. I was saying to you earlier, your background is fantastic. How awesome is that?
Confetti and Blondie.
You guys, this is your studio at home, isn't it, that you're in?
Yeah. So I've got a poster wall here. It's got some inspirational people on there. So just to make us feel a little bit, in the mood.
In the mood to sing and record.
Yeah. Creative.
We haven't spoken to you for a little while. I reckon it's probably been 6 months since I spoke to you now, yeah. I reckon.
Definitely pre-COVID.
It was pre-COVID. It was Darren just popped in to say hi. Hi, Darren. Hi. I have been going to call you every night this weekend. I have been working late. And Karen is also there. She's saying hi, gorgeous girls.
Hi.
So what have you been doing to keep yourself busy in COVID? Because I know in Queensland you guys were hit pretty hard before all of this.
Yeah. So it was definitely challenging the first few weeks, as it was for most people. Lost all sense of purpose and stressed every day about how I was going to pay my rent when gigs were coming back, and like everybody else was just spinning out of control and not really knowing what was going to happen. And so I ended up getting a job. I won't tell you where, but I got a job because I needed something to give me a sense of purpose, and to know that, I was going to be able to pay my rent. So that was a bit of a lifesaver, having something that was completely non-music related as a distraction. It gave me, a purpose, a bit of structure, and I wasn't spending as much time on social media, seeing everybody else kind of do things and feeling like I was getting left behind. And it's a very, the times that we went through was really mentally challenging as well, especially as a creative, where we kind of are always a bit up and down emotionally, and worried about where the next gig's coming from or whether we're relevant and all that kind of thing. So having something completely outside of that, it definitely was a good reset, and I took the opportunity to connect with friends over Skype, because can't hang out with people. But just took more time to phone friends and do FaceTime, and it was good to actually know that everybody else was available and non-committed as well. So we all kind of had nothing to do except be real with each other, I guess. So it was nice.
I think it's slowed us down a bit in a lot of ways, because
I think so. Yeah,
we're on fast forward, and I think we're missing so much of the things that we needed to watch and take notice of each other a bit more. And when we ask people how we are, we don't have time to actually listen to the answer or answer it properly. So now we've slowed down
or really know how we feel. Like if people ask how you're going, and you're always like, yeah, it's good. You never really kind of let yourself be real about, actually I'm not okay, because you're like, I don't have time to get in a slump. You've just got to push through and keep going. So
exactly. It's slowed us, and it's done us well. Now, I know that you've been out working through this time with your new job, but have you had time to sit down and write some songs and think about
I haven't written lately, but at the start of COVID, I did do quite a few writing sessions with different people. So wrote a lot with Brooke Chevelle. I wrote a bit with Scarlett's Way over in Western Australia. Taylor Moss, wrote with her for a bit. Who else? We had just like a couple of other people just kind of do Skype rights. Some of them got finished, some of them didn't. Some of them were, went places and creatively, and some of them just no, let's just have a vodka. But it was fun. It was as I said, it was a nice time to actually not have to stress about being productive, because nobody was being productive, so it didn't matter.
No.
Bit less pressure about it. But then lately I haven't really been in the creative mindset, because I've been focusing on just, working, and also gigs are starting to come back. So I'm putting a lot of time into getting that all organized and doing kind of the booking and getting my band organized and all the logistical side of everything. So I feel like you're either in a creative mindset or you're in a logistical mindset. So at the moment I'm in that logistical bit.
So I know you've had a few gigs. How has that been? I know that you've gone from gigs where everyone can stand up, do whatever they whatever they want, to now you have to sit down, you have to social distance. Have you found that hard when you're performing?
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely a different vibe. So obviously everybody up, dancing and having a good time and having a few drinks and getting a bit loose. That's definitely, the fun vibe you can really kind of get into it. But on the other side of things, it's actually been quite nice to be in a listening environment, because I feel like, especially with music being taken away from so many people, during COVID, like the live gigs not being there, there's so much more appreciation for live music in general, but just people are there as they're a sitting listening audience now, and they're really listening to the words behind the songs and listening to the stories behind the songs, and you have that breathing space to actually just not have the pressure on to be like, I need to get people up and dancing, and all have to go wild, and like it's kind of more about I don't have to worry about that side of things. I can actually just connect with people, and I think that's definitely something that a lot of artists are now starting to go, okay, well, I can incorporate more of those ballads into my set, or the things that really hit you in the heart, because people listening.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when you go to something and late at night, everyone's drinking, people don't listen to that as much as they do.
They just want to hear Wagon Wheel and Chicken Fried. They're actually appreciating like the artistic side of things, I think, more, instead of just like play us something we can sing along to,
Yeah, so you take something away and people learn to appreciate it, don't they? It's like a kid take a toy away because they're naughty, they suddenly want it back, and it's a different thing. Yeah.
And it's limited. Like I feel like gigs now are a bit more exclusive because there's a limited capacity and everything. So it's like it feels more of an experience and more exclusive and VIP and
You're getting to know. It's more intimate. You're getting to know the people, and it's good. Now you have released in September "You'll Never Walk Alone." When did you record that?
I recorded that probably May.
So partway through COVID as well.
Yeah, it was pretty much as soon as we were allowed to visit other people's houses, but with COVID safe and only so many people and socially distant. Like when it was kind of only just opening up. And I wanted to do this song because I'm from Liverpool and my parents are from Liverpool. So if anybody's not aware of "You'll Never Walk Alone," it is a pretty big song in Liverpool because it's associated with the Liverpool Football Club. But it's also, if you listen to the words, it's a pretty heartwarming song. It's like stay hopeful. You're never alone. There's always someone there. Keep your chin up. Keep pushing ahead. You'll make it through the other side, kind of thing. And I just felt like it was very appropriate for COVID. And just everybody feeling isolated and feeling out of control and not knowing what the future held. I know I definitely was struggling with that, and I'm sure a lot of other people were as well. And then I was away from my family who were in Western Australia. So it was kind of like singing about being apart from the people that you love. And then, this song is a personal song because of the Liverpool family connection for me. So I just wanted to do this song for my family and for my parents. And I sing it it was appropriate.
It's a beautiful song in so many ways because, it's got, as you said, it's got so much meaning to you, but it's also got meaning to other people. And I've heard you do some interviews since releasing it, and, people they associate it to your football, they associate it to so many different things. And I know for me, I follow international football. It's AFL, yes, I follow that quite well, but international sport, I probably don't follow it as much as I should. But when I listen to the songs, it didn't have that meaning to me, but when I listened to the song, your vocals were what really took me away. I was just like, wow, I knew how good you were, but to hear that, it was incredible. Is that something that, I know you've worked so hard in your career, is it something that you found hard to sing when you're recording? Did you enjoy doing that?
It's a big song.
Yeah.
So yeah, it starts off really low and then it goes pretty big, and it's like the dynamics of it as well. Like it starts really soft and really intimate and fragile.
Yes.
And it gets really big. So yeah, it was a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
And it's the long notes as well. You're just sitting there writing those really tough notes to hold, but I think the emotion came across really well in the song, because I felt the emotions when I was singing it, so I think that came across really well. And yeah, I've had good feedback and things have been really positive, so I'm glad that you like it.
I bet you had great feedback. Honestly, you can't listen to that song, doesn't matter what genre you like, and not go, wow. So it's incredible. I was going to talk to you about film clips and whether there was one coming up, and I know you've been filming a film clip. Have you done that recently, the filming, or did you do that straight after you recorded?
So when I recorded the song, I put it in. So I've got a Facebook group, the Nat Pack, which I know you're in it, and there's a few people that are probably there's a few people that are probably tuned in that are in my Nat Pack. So I wanted it to be for them.
Yes.
As well. I wanted them to be a part of it. So I put it out there in my Facebook group that I had recorded this song, and if they could film themselves in kind of a togetherness moment. So with their family, with their, dog, or, with their friends, or by themselves, or, just, I don't know, just something that really suited what this song's about. And I gave them a little instructional video to say, this is the brief. So, hold the camera this way and face the light, and this is what I want you to do. And basically put it to them to say, if you want to be a part of it, submit it to me and I will incorporate that into the video. So the original, it's not the Jerry and the, I don't think that Jerry and the Pacemakers are in the video, but the official music video for the song, I don't know if you've seen it before, it's basically a black and white montage of togetherness. So I wanted to pay homage to the original concept of the clip as well, that it's about togetherness and about celebrating together and being there for each other. So I wanted to use that concept but bring it to my friends and to my community and to my family. So I asked them to submit. So I got quite a few submissions, and then I also met up with a few people in Brisbane, and when we were allowed to, and filmed some different parts, which then I've used that and edited it into a performance. So just me singing the song, edited that all together and put it in black and white, and I literally got the draft on a hard drive delivered today. So it's I haven't even played it yet. I've seen the first draft and I was really happy with how it turned out, and then I'll be uploading it tonight, so everybody in the Nat Pack will get to see it first, to all the usual places, and then it will go up live to the public, and you can all see what everybody what we created together.
How wonderful. I mean, it's a way of, everyone's isolated throughout COVID, and you've found a way to bring everyone together again and to remind us, because I've been to a few of the NatPat things that you've done, and it is a really lovely environment. You're meeting people that you see these names popping up online, and you get to meet them and make such good friends with them. And then all of a sudden we're all taken away from each other. You don't meet up at gigs this year. We don't get to do that. So you found a way to meet to bring us all together. I think that's lovely. So it's really good. I guess really if people want to be first in to see that, they need to jump over and join the Nat Pack when we're finished and request to join it, and hopefully she lets you in.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome. So yeah, if you want to request to join, just search for the Nat Pack. And,
yes.
I'll let you in.
Well, and make sure if you haven't found that, you've got to search Natalie Pearson as well, because you'll be able to find it through that as well. So if you haven't already joined and liked the page, make sure you head over there when we're finished. Now you're on Instagram as well, aren't you?
I am.
What is your Instagram?
Nat Pearson Music.
Nat Pearson Music. Yeah, I'm no Instagram's not my thing. I'm not very good. Darren said, "What's a gig?" Well, exactly. But that was my next question for you. Is you've got some gigs coming up fairly soon. What have you got coming that people can come to?
I do. So we've just kind of in the last few weeks really been getting back into the gig scene. So I just did like some shows with Mick Lindsay in Miami Marquetta and Gold Coast. I went to Isa a couple of weeks ago with Casey Barnes. Then we did a Johnny Ringo's gig last weekend before, 1st of November. Yeah, last weekend. Gosh, time goes so quickly. And that was Brooke Chevelle and Melissa Baker, and then we played a band show, and that was sold out, which I'm really happy about. So thank you to everyone who came to that. And then the next gigs we've got coming up. Sorry, you go.
I was going to say the photos for that band gig looked incredible.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Scott Woolford Photography was there, and he took some snaps for us. So I haven't seen them all yet, but from what he's just sent me, it's incredible. He's so talented.
Lots of fun. It looked like so much fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then, so what I've got coming up, I've got the 24th of November, I'm heading to Caboolture Sports Club for Dust in the Rust. So that is Josh Arnold and Brooke Chevelle and myself. So it'll be a sit-down dinner and show style show. So I think tickets are $50 each, but that is meals and the show, and it'll be kind of an intimate, telling the stories behind the songs kind of gig. And that's on a Tuesday night, so that'll be fun. And then a couple of days after that, on the Thursday, so that's the 26th of November, we'll be at Lefty's Music Hall with Jade Holland and Laura Frank. And that, again, will be, I don't think it's not a sit-down dinner. It'll be sit-down because of COVID, but it'll be just like telling the stories behind the songs, sit and enjoy the show, have a few drinks. That kind of environment. 3
fantastic girls. You could not get a better night.
Really
incredible.
And Jace released some new music as well, which I sang backing vocals on. Was in the studio.
There you go.
So
we had Jade last week.
Yeah, and actually Melissa Baker as well, who was at the Johnny Ringo's gig, I just did some backing vocals for her songs that are coming out soon as well. So you have to follow her.
Yeah.
Check those out. And then what's coming up after that? Country at the Beach in Rainbow on so that'll be like Travis Collins, Casey Barnes, who else is on that one? Leah Moore, Liam Brew, Mickey Pye, and me. I don't know if I'm missing anyone, but it's a pretty decent lineup. That'll be a good one. So 5th of December for that one. Tickets are on sale. And then the last gig that I've got lined up so far, because I'm trying to get more, is the 13th of February is Brisbane River Fest, which we did in February as well. And that'll be Drew McAllister, Hayley Marsden, Brooke Chevelle, and myself.
That was fantastic. You have to get to that one if you can. That was so much fun. On the river, food and music with drinks. What do you want?
Exactly. Yeah.
And we've got a few people popping in. Prue has popped in. She says, "Hi, ladies. Haven't seen either of us since Groundwater." No, and that was forever ago.
Over a year ago.
Oh, it is. And Cameron's popped in and said hi. Jake said that he's looking forward to playing gigs with you again.
I'm looking forward to playing with you again, Jake. And hopefully it'll be at a BNS ball sometime soon.
That would be so much fun, actually. I haven't been to a BNS for so long. Darren said Josh is a name we haven't heard in ages. Actually, yes, you don't used to hear his name a lot, but haven't done lately. So that's exciting to see that popping back up.
Yeah.
Wow, you are quiet at the moment, and to me, you're exhausting me. So many, and you're quiet. Prue said that. I can't read what you said, Prue. Sorry. You spend a lot of time working out west with school kids. There we go. So have you been doing the occasional live and things for everyone to see, or do you sort of, I know everyone else has been pretty busy and doing lives, so whereas you and Brooke have always done regular lives, so that must have made that a little bit difficult for you because you sort of always got your regular.
Yeah, I mean, Brooke's been the consistent. Yeah, every Tuesday night, 6:45, Brooke Chevelle goes live. Sometimes it's from the lounge room, sometimes it's from the gym, sometimes it's Coles car park. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. But he's been super consistent every single Tuesday night. Sometimes he's a bit late, but, you know, that's Brooke. But, yeah, he always will be there. So that's good. I'm not really a consistent Facebook person. So I did for a little bit at the start, but then, it just everybody was going live all at the same time. And it, I don't know, it just got a bit much. And trying to stay consistent as well is definitely, like, you have to put a lot of work into staying consistent. So props to Brooke for doing that.
Brooke just does so well because, you know, he's sitting there talking to himself and he can go for so long, and other times, you know, he's got to be quick. But just to do something like this every week, it can be really hard because you've got to work, you've got everything else popping up, and then, it is really hard to do. So good on him for doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should probably take a leaf out of his book in that regard. So I would like to do more live streams, but it's just coming down to that, finding a time that you can be consistent with, and having something to give, I guess. Sometimes I'm like, well, what are we going to talk about? But Brooke finds something. So
he really does a great job. I don't know, and I struggle with it because the comments will come up after you finish talking about something. So then you're like, what is that for? Oh, wait, hang on. So he does well to keep up to everybody. But, so Brisbane River Fest and all your gigs, can they see them all on your Facebook? Where's the best place to look for all these gigs if you can?
So, they're usually all Facebook events so if you head to my music page, Natalie Pearson or Nat Pearson Music, there should be an events tab. And you can click on that and then join the event, and that way you'll get reminders if anything changes to the event or any comments are left in the event, you get a notification. Otherwise, if you want to sign up to my mailing list, you can do that at my website, natpearsonmusic.com, and I email I don't email like too much because I know that sometimes you get so many emails in your inbox, can get overwhelming, but I try to like once a month just let you know what I've got coming up. If I've got anything coming up, I try not to email too much or overwhelm too much, but sometimes I have, sometimes there's a lot to tell you.
It's good. No, I got my email today and it was great. I was just like, oh, that's good timing because, having a chat to you tonight. But it's great because, you flick through it and you're, oh, yeah, I'm around that time, that area at that time. It's just a good reminder because I find gigs coming up and you just don't know where you're going to be and you forget, oh, yeah, I want to go to that, but you forget your tickets because you're just so overwhelmed with everything at the moment.
Yeah.
There's people popping in the comments here about Jock. How's Jock going?
Oh, he's good. I'll see. Jock, come here. I'm so can hear him. Come here.
Oh, I can hear him running.
Come here. Good boy. All right. Here he is.
Oh, Jock, hello.
Bubba's come up to say.
Oh, Bubba's too.
Bubba's here too, but Jock's growling like, don't steal my sunshine. I'm the star of the show.
Star of the show. Bubba's not in any film clips yet, though, is he?
Bubba?
It might be time. It might be time.
yeah. Brooke will probably have to put him in the next one. Jock needs a haircut. He's getting cut on Wednesday. Came to see you guys. You didn't use somewhere.
Oh dear, my dog is outside because my dog would not be as good as Jock is inside while I'm doing this. Oh, he's beautiful. How old is he now? 11? 10 or 11?
10. You're old dog. He's a little senior dog now. So.
He's a senior. Oh, he's on the senior food now. He's on the old man's food.
Yeah, he's a little old man.
He's beautiful. Now, Walk Alone was September 10. Have you got any more releases this year?
Not this year. At the start of the year, I was like, I'm gonna have this and this and this, and I had everything kind of ready to go. And then everybody knows what happened. So that all kind of got put on the back burner. So I've got all of those things that were going to happen this year.
Yes.
Going to happen next year. So yeah, and because everything's kind of winding down now with radio stations and all that kind of thing, they've kind of already got all of their content pretty much submitted until the end of December. So I kind of, it's hard to get the momentum when everybody's closing down for Christmas. So I think I'm just going to start 2021 fresh.
Get running because we just want 2020 out of the road. We want to forget it. So Troy's popped in and he said he loves hearing Nat on the radio. It makes his day. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, thanks, Troy.
So at the moment, they can head over to radio and request any of your releases, but You'll Never Walk Alone is your current single. So when you get a minute, people head over and request away because that's what we need. We need more requests and more likes and love hearts on the streaming platforms. We definitely need that. So 2021, you're going to hit the ball running by the sounds of it. It's exciting because we're all going to just be catching up finally.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I have a goal as well. One show, as in like one original band, if possible, show per month. So minimum.
Wow.
That's going to be I'm aiming for that. Whether I get there is
and still
thing, but I'm aiming for it. So yeah.
Yeah, that is exciting. Are you planning on maybe doing a tour later in the year if you can? Depending on
not this year. Probably
no,
2020. Next year, I would like to, especially, once we have a bit more certainty about borders.
Yes.
Now that I know that, borders are starting to open up without having that massive quarantine period, which, that can make things not, not viable. But now that I know that that's starting to open up and, I can see how things go and whether everyone's, we stay stable in the pandemic, then we have a bit more certainty about what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really exciting. So I guess you're probably looking for places that people want you. So if people want to suggest ideas,
absolutely, always, And I even like on my mailing list now, I've started putting as you join the Nat Pack, asking where people are from, so that I can track, how many people I've got in each place, because that will give me more of an idea about where I should go.
Yeah. Are you finding you're getting people spread out with members of the Nat?
I'm finding most people. So obviously Queensland, because that's where I am at the moment, but quite a lot of people in Victoria. Actually, so like when I have a look and see who's opening my emails and clicking on things, there's quite a lot in Victoria. So I'm gonna have to make some time for Victoria very soon.
Definitely, especially after what they've been through. It'd be lovely.
They'll be ready for the live music shows for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So Angela said we'll all be running in 2021. It's going to be crazy. It really is. All the money that we haven't spent on gigs this year, we'll be spending next year and double, I reckon. It's going to be a big year. You've got lots of people popping in. Rebecca has said hi.
Hi, Beck.
Prue has said hi, Pat. I don't know if that's your mum popping in. I can't see her there, but yes, it is. Hi. But thank you so much for joining us again tonight. Before we go, head over to Nat's page when we're finished here and check out her upcoming gigs, because you can get tickets that way. And make sure, if you haven't already listened to You'll Never Walk Alone, jump on and have a listen, because you won't regret that. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you anytime. We'll see you, I reckon, early 2021. We will be back with a show from you. Everybody, we'll see you on Wednesday. See you later.